Welcome back to the Pulse here on Joy News. Let's deal with some health-related issues. And the Renal Dialysis Unit at the Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital is once again under pressure as the unit is unable to raise money to purchase consumables for service delivery. That's very sad. The unit was forced to shut down last year, sparking public outcry. According to the head of the unit, Professor Boiman, with every dialysis section, the unit loses 380 cedis, which is accumulating as debt. Now, Professor Boiman says the situation is now affecting service delivery and may lead to the total shutdown of the unit.
So currently, you already know that the government has asked us to be charging 380 Ghana cedis each session, and each time you dialyze one person at 380, you lose another 380 because the actual cost is more than twice what the patients are paying now. So we are actually incurring costs which is not being paid for, which is half of what they are currently paying for. And this is going to impact on how we get our consumables to continue dialyzing them. And the service we provide in general in the unit is really going to impact on it because we may not have enough funds to provide a needed service at the standard that is really would give the patients a good outcome in terms of improving their quality of life, in terms of prolonging their treatment in the long term, or giving them a chance of surviving for a long time, or good treatment satisfaction. Probably may not be able to provide all these things because we are not charging at a rate that will help us buy the consumables needed. Because for instance, what if this unit closes within the next 1 or 2 months because we run out of consumables, and we are dialyzing at the rate that we can't buy enough? We buy very little, dialyze and close down again, so treatment will be interrupted if we don't buy enough consumables. It's more, let me not say political, it's a national thing, and people are concerned about their relatives who are sick. I understand that people are concerned that if a relative doesn't get treatment, he or she may die. I understand all that. And even if you and I are in the same position, we'll also be concerned. So it's a genuine concern. But the other truth of the matter is that if we don't pay realistic prices, the unit collapses and nobody gets treatment.
Well, there is even more worrying situation because they have identified a number of young people between the ages of 20 and 50 suffering from kidney-related diseases. But what is accounted for this? Professor Boiman explains.
So most of the patients who have kidney disease are very young, between the ages of 20 to 50 years. In fact, the mean age from our data registry now is 45.5 years. So they are very young people who are in their productive years of life, and they are losing all that life to kidney disease, really. And the reason why most of these people are having these forms of kidney disease is exactly not clear at the moment, because as much as 1/3 or 30% of them, we have labeled them as chronic kidney disease of unknown cause. So it may be environmental causes, it may be our genes as well. Some genes have been found in the US as increasing the risk of kidney disease among blacks, which is called the ApoL1 kidney disease gene, which increases our risk of getting kidney disease. And it's due to the fact that over the years in the past, we were exposed to the so-called sleeping sickness, trypanosomiasis, for which we developed genes to protect us against that sleeping sickness. But that same gene now is causing kidney disease. It's known to predispose us or increase our risk of getting kidney disease. So that gene, on the background of other environmental factors we are exposing ourselves to, like the herbs that we are taking, the pain pills in the environment, the concoctions we are taking, the galamsey with exposure to the mercury and the arsenic that they are using to process the gold, amongst other things, may be increasing our risk of developing kidney disease, especially among the youth.
So this is the state of affairs at the Korle-Bu Renal Unit. The thing is that they are running at a loss because they require 380 Ghana cedis more to be able to treat patients. Now, the flip side of this matter is that people cannot even afford how much the center is charging us. So any increase will make it even harder. Now, what is the solution to this? Korle-Bu, through the Ministry of Health, they have put before the Ministry of Health new charges that they hope that, if implemented, will help them address the financial constraints they face at the unit. Now, government also will have to now put before Parliament a new charges and fees in a new a legislative instrument. Now, the thing about charges and fees is that once it's put before Parliament, it has to travel through the 21 days maturation period. Once it matures, it becomes law. There's nothing anybody can do about it. The effect of it is that if it is more than the people can pay, then you are likely to see more people die from kidney-related matters. The president of the Renal Patients Association joins me here in the studio to throw more light on this matter. But before we do that, earlier on I spoke about some people who have been remanded in prison custody for the alleged involvement in the murder of Eric Johnson, that businessman who used to operate the Dubai hotel, the Cozy Hill Hotel in Drapa. Let me bring in Rafik Salama, Upper West Region correspondent, to update us on the court decision. Rafik, you're welcome to the pause. Why are they in custody?
Thank you very much, Elton.
Why are they in custody? Has a case been established against them?
The police, we were told Sunday and Monday through their social media page that they have arrested 7 persons in connection with the gruesome murder of Eric Johnson. And so they were profiled by the police, and out of these 7 that were profiled, 2 of them were granted police inquiry bail and asked to report to the police every day. But the 5 were also taken to the Ward District Court. They were not charged, but the police here also.
Right, so Rafik Salam is our Upper West Regional correspondent. He's updating us on the court decision that happened today. He was in court. So Rafik, you can go on.
Hello?
Yes, please go on.
Okay, so they want them to be remanded for 2 weeks till February 28th, so that they will be able to finish their investigations. And so 5 persons, including the general manager of a Royal Cozy Hotel.
Right, we appears to be having connection.
Michael Kluge here.
Hello, Rafik.
Hello, Michael.
Yes, I think connection is an issue. Yeah, we'll hold it there. The news is that 5 persons they've been remanded into prison custody to appear at another date as the police continue with their investigation, unraveling the circumstances that led to the gruesome murder of Mr. Eric Johnson, the proprietor of the Cozy Hill Hotel at Drapa in the Upper West Region. Let's come to the studio and deal with another matter that doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon. Now, the president of Renal Patients Association of Ghana, Bafo Kojo Ahinkra, joins me in here in the studio as we look at the state of the Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital Renal Unit. Now, Mr. Ahinkra, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And I hope all is well with you and your members.
You can complain.
You can complain. So you heard the head of the unit. The situation has not been resolved, and there's no end in sight. Let me ask of your initial reaction to what we are learning from Korle-Bu, and how are you taking it?
We are not taking it in good faith, but the point is the Prof Boiman is telling the truth. Mm-hmm. The truth to be told. Apart from, even though we need the services, we need it, but when you do the double checkups, Korle-Bu is running at a loss. Mm-hmm. Because even one dialyzer, the artificial kidney that we are using now, is 32 euros. So convert the euros into cedis. That is the dialyzer. The lines haven't come yet. The other things that we use that have not come yet. So basically, what they are saying is the truth. But it's like, when they increase it, can we pay? The affordability is there, which is 0. Because even the 380 right now they are paying is still
it's so difficult for a lot of people.
Major problem, a big problem.
In fact, I can relate to this, and I can tell you for a fact that a friend of mine lost his life about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. This week we had his 1 week observation. Stephen Adaiba.
I know him very well.
He had to battle kidney issues for close to a year. When we thought he was getting better, then he succumbed to death. Now all the money that he spent trying to treat himself gone to waste. And so a lot of people can relate to this this issue. But I mean, the end game is that then. So how do we deal with this matter permanently?
You see, for some time now, some of us we've been there for some time. I have been on the place for 9 years.
You've been on dialysis for 9 years.
9 years, yeah. You know, and we all understand the economic situation we find ourselves. But the government have to come in. You see, when the place was shut down, it was about this same price. We came back, it's about 3 months now. So you could see that when I go, I pay the 380. There's another 380 which is lying down. Who is paying that thing? I quite remember during that time.
380 every week.
380 per session.
Per session. How many sessions do you do in a week?
Normally we do twice or 3.
In a week.
Ideally, you are supposed to do 3.
3 times
but
in a week.
Because of the financial aspect, most of the people are forced to do twice a week. That would be 760. 380 plus 380. Now, that's what I'm saying, that because Korle-Bu wanted to charge 765.42. So when we go, we pay the 380. There's a backlog of another 380 for each person. So each person, when you go twice and you do 760, there's another 760 who is paying for it.
Yeah.
Because I remember during the time we were going through this, Korle-Bu CEO did certain calculations, and I think they presented to the Ministry of Health, saying that if they are going to still charge a 380, then government is supposed to come in. I think every month is supposed to pay about 900 and something to cover up those losses. But I learned
every month 700,000. The proposal.
It's 900 and something. I've forgotten the exact amount.
Yes, almost 1 million Ghana cedis every month.
Yes.
That should be
subsidized from the government,
exactly,
so that we can pay the 380. Yes. But I don't know how far, because as of now, I learned for now we are owing another 2 million.
Right.
Yes.
And the debt is piling up
keep piling
every
up.
minute.
Yeah, keep piling
because governments, because there's actually no workable solution as of now.
As of now, yes.
Yeah. The proposal from Korle-Bu is that, I mean, there should be a revision of the fees and charges, which will have its own effect. Now, the National Health Insurance at some point came in and said that we can deal with this matter only if the capping is dealt with. So, from your, your members, how do they take this?
You see, anytime such a news come out, already mentally, emotionally, they are down. So when something like that come out, then it worsens the case. You'll be there, they'll call you. So what are we doing? Let's do press conferences. But that is not going to solve the problem. We need to find a lasting solution to it. We can only appeal to the general public. Like yesterday, for instance, there's a school at Dansoma. They heard of this situation and they were able to organize something and come and donate to.
Over 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Sure, they donate to the unit. So for now, since the government has not come in, the only thing we can do, we appeal to the several organizations, churches, and those things. Just 2 weeks ago, Zoom Lion also came in to do something. But it's in a bit.
It's not sustainable.
Yes. But that is the only way we can go now. So that they can come in, the small, they can support the unit with. Whilst we wait for the larger thing, that is the only way. But like he said, if you don't take maybe a month or 2 and the unit run out of consumables, they shut down, that will start rolling down. When they shut down, we lost about 19 people.
19 people?
19, 19.
So for an individual with very dire financial constraints, how does such people carry themselves through?
You don't have a choice. You have to maybe call a friend, go and beg for somebody to support to come in, maybe come and do once a week, go and hide yourself, try and come. And sometimes when you see them, big poly, their stomach big, their legs, their faces. I keep telling you that sometimes the media people just come in unexpected. The things that you bring up. But the point is, you can't blame Korle-Bu. You can't fault Korle-Bu. Korle-Bu is doing all that they can. The machines are there. We need the consumables. So we need to pay the realistic prices to get the consumables in. Simple as that. And the government have to. The only solution is the government. And for now, maybe they are not ready. We just appeal to the several, the churches. I always say, especially the churches, these big churches, Duncan Williams, Ajinasari, Church of Pentecost, Mesa Utabel. Yes, we beg them. We beg them. They should factor us into whatever they are doing. Even they can be giving us like 1 million, we put it together. We can get this 2 million they are talking about. One church can take it and pay it off for us. Then we see the way forward. Because if not that, my brother, I keep saying people don't know now kidney, like Prof was saying. Kidney is like malaria.
Right.
It's like malaria. Every day, Korle-Bu get new case. Every day, Korle-Bu get new case. And then come and see them. The age bracket, very young. I can say between 20 to 35. That is the large chunk of number who are found. We of us we are a bit old enough. We are in there, but the youth, especially the youth, what do we do? You can't afford a transplant. It's millions of dollars. So you can only manage with this. And this one too, if they are going to deny us, what do we do?
So for you, for example, for the 9 years that you've been on dialysis, the financing of it has come from your own resources.
Yes, and then I wouldn't like to mention names. There's one particular, it's more than a sister to me. He has stood in. Anytime I call her, I WhatsApp her, sister, this is my problem. Sometimes you could see she hasn't come back. She will manage and get something for me to go and do it. Yes, but definitely it has been food from friends. The letter that I say when I was working, and as and everything is gone.
But apart from the challenge with having the service available to you, are you getting quality service at Korle-Bu?
A1. You can't compare Korle-Bu to any place. The current machine that we are using, now, is I think the top of Fizino's machines that we are using. We call it the 580. That is the name we give it to. Most of the private ones, they don't have loops machines. I can only attest to the bank hospital. They have the machine that we are having. And then if you understand dialysis, I mean, when you go on that machine and you go to different machine, if you've done it very well, you could see the difference. Okay. So for services, Korle-Bu is given A1. Right. For that one, when you take a Korle-Bu patient and you take a patient from somebody, you could see the difference.
So now the call is that there should be finality brought to this matter.
Sure.
The president, I mean, when this matter became so pronounced, we heard a lot of promises from the health ministry, from the National Health Insurance Authority, from the presidency. It looks like all of us, we've gone to sleep because the noise died down, and now the situation is beginning to emerge. All right, so thank you very much for coming through. Hopefully, there will be solution one day.
Yeah. But I would like to appeal to Joy. If we can set up some foundation, maybe your media group, people can donate something small into it. It will be big, then you come and present it to us. I told your other colleague some time ago, we beg them, you can do it. And you set it up, people will be donating into it. It becomes some amount of money. You come and present to the unit. At least it will defer someone with the cost.
Of course, it is a very good question. I'm sure the management will take note of it and do whatever we can to support this. Thank you very much, sir, for coming through. Meanwhile, at the Renal Dialysis Unit of the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, patients are calling on government to subsidize dialysis services to ease the burden on them.
Okay, I've been on this dialysis for about 5 years. Actually, I don't know exactly what caused it, but the doctors told me it was pressure, high blood pressure. Yes, that caused the problem. That is a renal disease. It has been so difficult. Life has been so difficult. The cost involved and all other things, put it together, it's not easy at all. It's not easy. Yes, so we are pleading on the government to do something about it. We heard some time ago that the government wants to infuse it with the health insurance. Yes, we are waiting on the government. It shouldn't be mere rhetorics. It should be implemented so that some of us will be able to live for a long while. Okay, so we are pleading with the government to do something about it, especially the health insurance that he said. Oh, it is something motivational, because this problem, you need people to always motivate you, because other than that, you'll be thinking about it. The thought of it alone can shorten the lifespan. Yeah, so I'm so happy and excited receiving such items from the staff of this unit. I'm so excited. I wish they will continue periodically. They will do something about it. Thank you. Most welcome.
I think that government should give the people a subsidy, a stipend, or something to offset the cost of dialysis, because it's too much, it's too high. So people can't afford it, and also they need to fix the machines so they're always on par with so more people can get to machines, and it's be easier for people to get treatment.
This is a pause here on Joy News. Now.